Hello everybody, we are very glad to participate at the 12th International Conference on the Image, Picture a Pandemic. We will now present our project COVID-19 Memory.
I am a researcher and a professor at Unicamp, the State University of Campinas. I am trained in history, film, and memory studies, and I have worked directing documentaries for over 20 years. I also coordinated the COVID-19 Memories platform, also at Unicamp.
Hello, I am João, and I am an undergraduate communication student at the University of Campinas also. I developed a research on the project COVID-19 Memories under the orientation of Professor Ana.
COVID-19 Memories is a project based at the State University of Campinas, Unicamp in Brazil, as I mentioned before. Our main goal is to collect, save, and disseminate textual and audiovisual testimonies, pictures, audios, and videos produced during the COVID-19 pandemic. In other words, we could say that we aim to build a memorial of the pandemic. Well, how does it work? First of all, it's important to point out that we don't impose any kind of restriction. Anyone can submit a proposal which is analyzed by a curatorial committee composed by specialists based in 9 different research institutions in Brazil and abroad. The ones approved are instantly available at the first page of our website. That is what we call the project's curatorial cycle. Now we present the platform itself with all the submissions presented at the front page. Let's present our team. The project is coordinated by me, and as I mentioned before, we have a curatorial committee composed of several specialists. We also have a team of students collaborating with us since the project began. Currently, we have in our team João and Leonardo. COVID-19 Memory Project was launched in May 2020, but at that time our platform was not available yet, so the submissions were made through a Google Forms. The platform was officially released at the international festival Ars Electronica, based in Austria. Between 2020 and 2021, we have received financial support from 2 important institutions in São Paulo, Brazil. Over the last 14 months, we have received more than 320 submissions. Among them, 220 have been approved and available for consultation on our website.
As shown in this slide, the submissions have a large variety of formats. We received over 130 photographs, around 80 textual testimonies, and we also received a large amount of poems, videos, illustrations, and digital collages. It is also important to notice that the project has had a major repercussion in Brazilian media. We have been quoted over 40 times among articles, interviews, podcasts, and even on TV. In terms of the outreach, we have received submissions from all over Brazil, and also from other countries like Ecuador, France, United States, and Canada. In addition to that, we also collect some personal information about the proponents at the moment of the submission. As you can check in these graphics, which shows a diversified range of gender, age, schooling, and occupation. Here we have the gender submission rates, the age rates, the schooling rates, and finally the occupation rates.
We are witnessing, reporting, discussing, and posting statements on the internet at the same time as we face the COVID-19 pandemic. I have adopted the term real-time memory to refer to the COVID-19 Memories platform. The simultaneity of these contributions sent in real time from the very core of trauma does not exclude a future evocation of them as evidence or sensitive traces of the past. In this perspective, subjectivity is the guiding axis of this safeguard proposal. It is not by chance that I insist on calling the material collected as takes. As in a kaleidoscope that takes different shapes from different angles, we intend to safeguard these takes, but also to give them resonance by ensuring that they are widely seen and that they can connect with a wild universe of perceptions about this dramatic moment for humanity. Thus, the subjective point of view, which constitutes any testimony, is the primary focus of the COVID-19 Memories Project. It is also about subjectivities, singularities, and sensitivities embedded in any document, which we call takes. It aims at safeguarding these takes, but also to give them resonance, that is, to ensure that they reach other eyes, that they sensitize other subjects, and encourage other testimonies, because narrating an experience is necessarily narrating oneself. And as paradoxical as it may seem, no one narrates themselves alone. As Jerome Brunner reminds us, we rely on others when we tell our own story, by trying to make sense of the world around us and the experience we live.
That takes us to our next point. How are we going to tell the stories or the history of the pandemic? The testimonies that we collect not simply attest to the event of the pandemic and cannot be taken only as factual evidence. They are points of view. They carry the marks of the subjectivities that produced them, the individuals that face the pandemic daily. With that in mind, we decided to produce a book with a selection of the submissions classified around 5 concepts that, we believe, indicate general aspects of the large variety of pandemic experiences. These concepts are spaces, temporalities, intersubjectivities, unconformities, and reinventions. These categories will become the chapters of the book that will also include essays written by the curators of the project. Here we have the bibliographic reference of the present presentation. The references are in Portuguese, but we also have their English or original version in gray. And that's it. Thank you very much for your attention, and please send your contributions through our website. And also follow us on social networks, Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will be answering any questions on the discussion panel.